Hello guys. Today's video is going to be on how to find or search for files and or directory in Linux. How do you find for file? How do you find for directory? For supposing that there's a file that you want to work on, but you could not remember the path or where the file is located. Which command do you use to find files or directory? So that's what we are going to do today. So there is a command find. So all the syntax to find a file. So I want to find a particular file in this directory, usr/share slash share. Then name of the file. What's the name of the file that I want to search for? So this particular file, I know the dot jpeg. So what does it mean? This means that find file in /usr/share that has extension of JPG. Find a file in this part /usr/share that has the file extension of JPEG. So this is the syntax of finding searching for such a file on Linux. So you can see that all the files that it return to us, their file extension is JPEG. So that's how to find a file that you don't know the name, you know the extension, and you know the directory that it is. So that's how you do it. Supposing that we want to find a file based on size. We want to find the file based on size. So how do you do it? I'll use another directory for that. So you use the keyword find. Type the directory that you want to search for the file. Then I want to just search for based on file. That means it 10 MB. All right. I'm going to use sudo here because the normal user does not have access to this directory. So I'm going to use sudo. So asking me to put the username and your password for the user. Yeah. Since the password was not right, let's try it again and see. No such file. So let's reduce the size. Okay, let me say 1 MB. Let's see 1 MB. Um, let's try another directory and see if we can get it. Okay, let's use this. So you can see now, I search for the current directory. So all files and directory that has the size of 1 MB, is it return it to us. Let's say that I want it to be less than 1 MB. How do I do? I just put a minus before the size number and search. So all this one that return to us, they are less than 1 MB. So suppose that I want to check for a file in this, I want to check for a directory. I want to check for directory. What I do? I'll use find. Let me remove the sudo. I only need sudo here. Find. Then what's the name of the file that directory I want to look for? Book. So it can't find the book. So let me tell Linus to ignore the case because it's case sensitive. So I want you to ignore the case. So you can see now it comes with the book in lowercase. I wrote book in uppercase, so it didn't return any information for me. But when I now say ignore case, it may be lowercase, it may be uppercase. Just find a directory that is book for me, and it was able to get it for me on this my current directory. I can also find based on file permission. I can search for file based on file permission. How do I do that? I say find the current directories. That's why I'm not putting any parts here. Permission. So look for files and directory that their permission is 664. 664. So I don't have any directory. So give me one that has at least 664. At least 664. So you can see that's at least 664 as their file and directory permission. So you can see it has done this value for me. Suppose that I want it to look for I want it to look for a file that I know the first character, but I don't know the other. So how do we do that? So I'll type F wildcard, which is start. This is a wildcard to represent more than one character. It can be one or more character. After the F, there are more letters. There can be more letters to it from 0 to as many letters. So that's what it means. So just find that as F from F. So let me say if I want to put a file extension there, I can put it there. File extension, JPEG. So it has returned to me. Family underscore doc that's JPEG. Suppose that I want to put another file extension. Maybe I want to use, let's use PDF. Let's use PDF. Let me remove the F. So file for me, any file that has the extension PDF. So Linus has returned those files. It has shown us the parts, the full parts, where we can find those files. So this video is on how to search for files and directory on Linux operating system. I'll see you in another video, guys. Take care.